movie guy makes movies in Odisha language. Wanted some captioning in that particular language, right? So he said, "Can you build this?"
No one learns video editing by going to a school. So ideally everyone has gone through YouTube and figured out their way out.
Can AI help kind of content creators edit videos? You look at DaVinci, Adobe, Apple. They're all built in the San Francisco for the American crowd, where nobody would care about maybe like Kannada language or maybe like Odisha language.
Hello. So we are going to talk to the CEO of Loopdesk AI, Anil Pai. He is building a AI platform that can help people edit videos online, and let's see how it goes.
Hey, Swastik.
Hello.
Anil.
Hi, MM. How are you?
Good. How are you?
All well. Sorry, I couldn't get inside.
No, it's okay. There's some work going on there.
Yeah.
DBMP work. I saw that.
I was like, can you shut the door again, like the car door? It's a the
Car door.
Yeah. The format of the show is very simple. You are in the car. Now you have to answer everything I ask. And also, you are going to take away so many jobs. But before getting into the product, can you tell a little about yourself? What was your past like in terms of working? What were you doing? And then how did you eventually land to the current idea?
Yeah, sure. So, I've been a Bangalore guy, born and brought up mostly in Bangalore. And I went to US some 14 years back, did my master's there, and I was working mostly on like software development roles, right? Working for like creative companies like Autodesk, Expedia, and then Microsoft. We call these big companies and all that. So then eventually I moved back a few years back, and then I felt, looking at Bangalore's startup ecosystem, I should do something, and I had a lot of ideas actually. And one struggle I had, all my friends had, was mostly to do with the video editing part, mainly because video editing is so hard, right? So like right now, if you want to kind of record videos, it's easy now because everybody has a camera.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to edit. You need big agencies and all that. So idea was, can AI help kind of content creators edit videos? It was a thesis, and I spent some time on that idea. It looked like this is a genuine idea, right? So that's where I kind of landed upon this particular idea of building a video editor where you can use AI and edit videos. So we talked to a lot of content creators like you. We asked them, what are your video editing workflows? How does those workflows look like? And they told us, like, this is what things we do, right? The top 10 concerns we have. Like this normally takes 6 hours of our time. This takes 10 hours. Like, so we thought if we can automate at least half of those things, we actually save a lot of time for them, right? So they can create more content. So the idea was to basically save time. And it's not about replacing any video editors as such. It's just trying to kind of empower those video editors to use faster tools, right?
Yeah.
No,
so particularly, what I want to understand is that every video editor has a very unique workflow, or let's say how I have seen that working out, at least in my in my category, is that look, no one learns video editing by going to a school. So ideally everyone has gone through YouTube and figured out their way out, and that's how they have made it. So it's not like a very structured way of editing for anyone. Like, few people will first take these things. So there are some parts that are, let's say, similar, and then some parts that are unique, right? So how do you manage to do that? Like, how do you figure out, okay, like how can I make these as workflows and these I will not use as workflows? Like, is there a way you figured out? Also, like, can we dig deeper on how it all began, right? Like I think you've been working in building the product for
Yeah.
more than a year now.
Yeah.
Like, and it is out in the market as well.
Yes.
So, what was that like? Like building it, how did it start? What was the kind of blockers you faced?
Yeah, so we were kind of figuring out like who is it going to be like more beneficial, right? So who is the target audience like going to be? So we spoke to a lot of people and we realized that mostly the knowledge heavy content is what requires these kind of tools, and which falls in this categories like podcasters who kind of create podcasts, or it could be a travel vloggers who would carry a GoPro and then keep traveling around the world, right? So they would not have time to do that. Or somebody who just flies a drone. Like I had a customer who just fly drones all around, and he doesn't post anything because he doesn't have time for editing. He is basically a big VP in a company, and he does it for passion. Like drone flying is his passion.
Yeah.
But he wants to have a YouTube channel where automatically these drones are automatically edited, and you kind of post a channel, so people get to know that what he's doing something. It's all stuck in a hard drive. So there are TBs of data stored in their hard drives because they're too busy with their own work. They don't have time to edit the videos, right? So that was the main thing we found out. And secondly, with the workflow part, right? Yeah, I think you were right. So the issue with the workflows is everybody has a different workflow. And when we spoke about a couple of them, they told us that they normally try to copy, right? Especially not those who go to schools. So what they do is they normally look at top podcasters or top channels, like Raj Shamani is a top podcaster today in India.
Yeah.
So they try to mimic what Raj Shamani does, right? How does he edit the videos?
Yeah.
And what does it have in the video? Even the background setting, the way he talks, the questions he asks. So they try to analyze his own podcast and prepare the questions similarly, right? So, so if you want to basically build a podcast for somebody, the process normally involves you talking to their family.
Yeah.
Like you talk to their wife, friends to understand what kind of a person is he, right?
Yeah.
So then you get an idea,
Yeah.
and then you prepare questions to ask them in a podcast.
Yeah.
That's the traditional way we are seeing with most podcast hosts. So we had a podcast host in Hyderabad who told us the same thing, that he makes a lot of podcasts, and his first step is to basically meet the family and then get all details, right? So that's where the whole thing starts. The scripting part of it starts.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like what I was trying to double down on, that once you are meeting like the video editors or you are providing them the product, obviously the first ship is never the perfect ship, right? Like once you gave your first product out to the people or to the editors, what was it like? Like what was it that worked for them? What was it that did not work for them?
Yeah, so the main issue with most people was to basically remove things, right? So when you have a long video, you first want to get rid of a lot of things like audio, video sync issues.
Yeah.
It could be just removing unwanted things, right? Remove silence part, right?
Yeah.
When nobody's talking, we're just sitting there. We don't want all those things. We want it to be cut
Crisp.
short, condensed part of it, right? So that's
Yeah.
the second part.
Yeah.
They do that. After that, they look for lightning issues. Somewhere there's not proper lightning. How can we kind of go ahead and fix those lightning issues there?
Yeah.
Then the second is the audio decimal levels, the LUT levels.
Yeah.
You understand like where is the audio issue, that you go fix that. So we looked at the 7-8 things. And
Yeah.
captioning is like super important.
Yeah.
So we looked at these things and we built the initial version by just having like 1-2 features. Once we had like 6 features and some users using it for free, we thought of releasing it. So we released the product in February last week, and we did like a big launch. We got decent users initially, but I think the news spreads, right? So in the last 2 months, we are now close to 2,000 users in the product. And some are even paying as well. Like we have paying users all around the world now. So yeah, it's like a growing product right now. So we get feedback from them to understand like what is the one feature they want. Like somebody was saying they want some color correction feature to be added. Can this be done? Like so yeah, it's more like a community-driven product development, right? So with the community, we have a Discord channel where people come in and ask us, we want this feature, can we build this, right? So looking at that, we kind of target features. So that's been the model right now. And captioning has been one of the most commonly used features. The reason being that today all the video editors that are built are not Indian video editors, right? So
Yeah.
you look at DaVinci, Adobe, Apple, they're all built in the San Francisco for the
Yeah.
American crowd, where nobody would care about maybe like Kannada language or maybe like Odisha language. Because
Hindi, English as
yeah,
well.
Hindi English probably it's supported right now to some
Yeah.
extent, but again,
Yeah.
there are so many languages in India, right? So
Yeah,
nobody feels like building anything for all those things because
Yeah.
they think it's a small market and why build, right? So that's where this Indian video editor comes in also,
Yeah.
where we provide real-time captioning feature in a product, where once your video editing is done, you can just say, build me caption. So the agents are going to figure out what language the podcast is. If it's an English language, you have English plus English coming in, right? So how do you handle those things? Like today we have Tamil plus English, Kannada plus English,
Yeah.
Kannada, Hindi, English being spoken in
Yeah.
conversation, right? So,
Yeah.
so captioning has to handle all those things.
Yeah.
Something we don't see in English language. English podcast is pure English.
Yeah.
So these were all the issues what we faced.
But isn't that the easiest thing to do? Like just the English part.
Yeah.
Like just building the English caption wala part, because not the easiest. It is technically out there. Like if you go on, like Instagram, if you put on their Instagram का जो edits है,
Yes.
उसमें it takes English really well. Like
Yes.
English is not an issue.
Not an issue at all.
It is like very easy. The tough part is to to get the English and the
True.
any other regional language, and that I think that is a good addition. Another question which I have is, when you are saying that you do community driven, like you have a community where people ask for the feature,
Yes.
the problem is that A is they are asking for it, B is like they might not understand the back end part of it,
Yeah.
on how to develop it, right?
Yeah.
So how do you take that balance in the game of taking, like obviously people will always keep asking the things
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
of whatever they want, right? But the business decision plus the decision of product building has to have some sort of understanding ki whether it is possible to make it or not,
Yes.
how much time will it take it.
True. Yes.
So how do you take that sort of consideration in the roadmap or
Yeah.
understanding while building it?
So traditionally, software development has been hard. Like you need to hire developers
Fair.
and have a map and all those things. So I think that part is much more easier today with AI, right? So you could build a feature which takes 2 months in maybe like 2 to 3 days now.
Okay.
Right? The captioning in local language took me like 2 days. It was like a hackathon.
Yeah.
If somebody asked me, some movie guy who makes movies in Odisha language wanted some captioning in that particular language, right? So he said, "Can you build this?" I said, "Yeah, why not? Right? We have all these LLMs available. We have various companies today in India building this." So he kind of built it out. So apart from that, kind of see when somebody requests a feature, like how feasible it is, right? So if it is something which can be built in a day or two, then why not? Let's add that. If it's something very complex, maybe the feasibility is a kind of a hard thing, then probably you need to hold on to see how can this be built out, right? Again, currently it's a bootstrapped solo founder. I'm the only one building it.
Acha.
And so I don't have like a dev team who is kind of helping me. It's just that
You
I have
and
my
your-
own agents.
You and your agent.
Me and my agents.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's the new, because I have also, because now it has become a part of life, to be honest. Like I have 4 sub agents whom I have given names to humanize them a little now,
Yes.
because there has to be at least something that needs to be humanized. But so you and your agents have developed this product and you have spent almost a year doing it. Isn't the journey lonely? Like, as in not the personal part, right?
Yeah.
That is aside, right? But once you are building and there is you have your customers on Discord, which I realize is because it's a lonely journey, so you need people
True.
to if you would have had a team of 10, then you might have not done this. This could be because it's lonely. But how do you deal with this, because you are building it alone?
Yeah, that's a challenge, right? So initially, once you have some traction, like if you can show some users or a revenue, I don't think anybody would be kind of today jumping in to put in their money, right? Because as I said, building something is easy, but is it really something which is required by the people in the market, right? Is
Yeah.
it something they look for this product market fit also, right?
Yeah.
What do you call it, right? Is it really some people are using it? Are they willing to pay for it? And
The
who are your
GTM has become the
yes,
new
GTM
narrative.
Yes.
What's your GTM and
True.
how is it?
So we actually hired one of the person just for GTM right now. Not like a full-time role, but like an internship. So this person is from a business school and is kind of helping us with the GTM part, reaching out to various our customers as well. Some of them who kind of use the product and then went away. We want to know like why did they went away, what happened, or something missing, or is just that like we want to talk to customers a lot. So that's something I think as a it's
Yeah.
pretty hard to do. You can talk to 10-15 customers a day.
Definitely.
But when you have 2,000 customers,
Yeah.
like how do you talk, right? You can use AI bots, voice agents and all nowadays to automatically
not
call
talk,
them,
no.
but they will not talk. Yeah,
The
true.
problem is that we need to realize that the most like which I feel is the most critical feedbacks come in the most intimate conversations.
Right.
The most intimate conversations can happen human to as soon as it becomes a human to AI,
Yeah.
if the person gets a hint of it,
Yes.
then and it is not that tough for a person decently smart enough to understand ki whether it's a AI call or a normal human talking. So usme na, like I have realized that the intimacy goes off, then the person is talking in the same robotic manner that person is getting the
True.
like answers.
Yes.
Like the question and answers become very robotic.
Yes.
I had tried doing a very mass user feedback for a campaign that we were trying to do, and couldn't find anything out of it. It was just noise that they were like, see, basically we all want signals.
True.
We build on signals, so yeah, that I agree. But like out of the 2,000 customers or whatever, like X number of customers that are eventually or are using the product, do you see any sort of key, oh, these number of the people are paying it and they are from this category in this region of the world?
Yeah.
And is it like podcast as a category? Like what category do you think is using it the most? Because I've realized few categories will never go in this direction,
Yeah.
and few categories, because they are using it they want video editors
Yes.
and they use it in a from the lens of being personalized and nothing else.
True.
So what are those categories where you're seeing that people are using it?
So most of our free users are not using AI. They're just using kind of to clip the videos, right? Like clippers.
Clippers.
Like what they do is most of the YouTube studio. I mean, like if you go to YouTube, what they do is look for the top podcaster and then just clip their own podcast clips and then post on their own channel. This is like a very big thing. Like they're called the clippers.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
job is to clip others' videos and then post on their own channel
Yeah.
to get some views and get some
Yeah.
money out of it.
Yeah.
So that's like the bigger pie of the like this whole setup. Who use clippers.
Yeah.
Secondly, I told like caption. Local language captioning is like a new offering which not many kind of tools offer today. Like
Yeah.
you could use like a plugin with an Adobe and then buy an extra plugin for that and do that. But we have integrated like all the top LLMs and it's all given as like a free service. We provide like 50 minutes of free captioning for everybody who wants to use the product. So that's like a interesting hook to get onto the product and
Yeah.
start building out this captioning feature.
Yeah.
And then if they want to kind of also do more and more captioning, we have some people reaching out saying we want a customized plan only for captioning part of it, right? So they're using that part a lot. Secondly, it's been like trying to edit some videos, color corrections and all that. They're using it. Then we have a pretty good stock videos as well, where you can generate videos. You can use some stock videos from other platforms. So they're also using some of those things. But paying users, we are very limited right now. I would say like less than 20 paying users. Not a lot, but it's been distributed. We have users in Europe, like Germany. Like yesterday, somebody we had from New Zealand, and yeah, almost all places, US. One guy from Taiwan is using a lot nowadays for some of his use cases. So
And what is the Taiwan guy using it for? Like, what is he doing with that?
it's regular video editing part of it.
Acha. Say he's using it for a regular.
His own language. He wants to put Taiwanese language captions,
Okay.
which is again supported by the API, right? Whatever I'm using. So we have built agents for that. We have an international agent which handles all international languages. The Indian captioning agent is basically built on this Sarvam API, the Sarvam company what we had in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So that is used when they want Indian language captioning. So there are like bunch of agents built out which are like specialized in those language captioning.
Interesting.
That's the part.
Interesting.
And the removing silence part is also pretty tricky, right? So in a podcast, sometimes you want to make sure you don't remove things which are required, right? Maybe
Yeah.
you're not talking, you are just looking at each other, you are just smiling, or it could be a movement. So when you say remove silences, should not remove that. So we have built a system where it analyzes both your transcription, audio, video, all of that, and then it suggests that okay, this moment is not to be removed even though there is silence, right? So like going one step ahead. It's not like a regular transcription based cutting, right? So that's a new feature, and a lot of people are using that feature also right now. So yeah, that's the product. Like it's been like 2 months now, and we hope to kind of see where we want to go, right? You know, looking at the usage and all that.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's that time of the stage where there is not enough data, but in whatever it is, we look for signals. Is what
Yes.
I've realized, that it's never enough data in the start, because again there are limited people, limited users. Now there is one person in, like, because like for example you're saying there's one person in Taiwan who's using it. Now it could be ki, oh, I can build just for them, or like one person in Z, so can I build something which they use and then I scale there, right? Like
Right.
it's the time of like you are getting a lot of divergent signals, and now you will wait for convergent signals. Like,
Exactly,
go
yes.
Convergent, and
True.
that is, I think, yeah. But apart from that, apart from product building, what else do you like enjoy doing?
So yeah, once you become a founder,
Uh,
it's all about
you forget
product,
enjoying.
everything, right? So I have family, as in like I stay with my wife and a daughter,
Oh,
and yeah, so
how much do they hate you right now? I'm sorry, but this
that's
is
a very
how
good
it is.
question. Yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it's, I think being a founder always is like it's also like there's a certain amount of impact to the family also, right? So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are always wondering like, okay, is this going to be unicorn tomorrow? Like, where is
What's the
did you make a million billion?
when am I going to see you on Shark Tank? That's
Shark Tank.
That's
Yes.
the first question that comes out.
Did Anupam Mittal offer you $1
Offer
million?
you, yeah.
Like what's happening?
Are
there?
you not talking to Anupam Mittal already? What are you building if it's not?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you are,
Yeah.
there are many shows now, right? I think Shark
Yeah.
Tank was one we had for
Was
many
the
years.
one that
Now we have many, right? Even
Yeah.
Sunil Shetty has his own show now.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I think.
a lot of shows now, which is good.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
is building startups now. I think
Yeah.
I've seen India transferring more from a IT company, body shop, to more of a founder-led economy, right? So you are seeing so many
Because
founders.
there's no other way, na. There is only limited jobs in the country. There is only limited. Like you also know कि यार private में 60-70 लाख लोग ही काम कर रहे हैं पूरी country में.
Yes.
फिर there will be some that will be government can only supply limited jobs. The only thing left is to be, you can call it being entrepreneurship, you can call it whatever you want. It's
Yes.
the need of the hour.
True.
It's not a luxury anymore.
Exactly.
Like the point of the way people used to look at ki, oh, this person is starting up or building something, at one point of time was looked like, oh, he has a privilege to do it.
Mhm.
Now the privilege part is gone. Now you have to do it because there is only limited capacity of people who can provide limited things.
Exactly.
So now you have to make it or break it. It's like going back to that RN traditions of building your own trait. Like you have to
Exactly.
do-
Yeah.
you have
I
to,
think most of our ancestors did the same thing, right? There was no big tech MNCs at their time,
yeah.
so they built their own businesses.
Yeah.
And then they passed on their businesses to their families.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we Indians lost somewhere in the transition, right? So we still want to kind of crack the IIT IIMs or the IAS, KS, IKBS, whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? So we're still in that mindset where we want to look for some kind of like validation from somebody to see that okay, this person has made it, right? So
Yeah.
so that should go away. I think it's all about like trying to say everybody can be a founder. You can build whatever you want, right? So
Yeah.
if there's a market for that, why not?
No, it's not even. I thought even say if it's not the market, but
True.
if you have the intent
Yes.
to build it, the market creates. Like the.
True, yes.
I have also seen products who a lot of people have written off and said ki nahi hai, there's no market. But the point is that you want to if build, and it's okay. Like the only thing is that you should look it like a sport.
Exactly, yes.
And you enjoy playing that sport. Eventually, everyone around you will start seeing you, watching you. It's like any new sport that comes in.
Exactly.
It's not like day one mein everyone is playing.
Mhm.
But when other people, it's very simple. When other people see you playing and they see, oh, you are enjoying, they'll become part of it. They'll try to be somewhere in there. Ki, can you also include me in one game?
True.
And I think
There's always two people, right? One is people who build
Haan.
and people who are fans,
Yeah,
right? So when somebody is doing something,
yeah,
you can be the player and
Haan.
be on the playground playing,
Haan.
or you could just sit on the stands
Haan.
and then clap for them
Yeah.
and be a good fan of them, right?
Yeah.
So it's always up to every person today.
yeah.
They can be a builder or a fan.
Yeah, like for me, it is more like a
Like even content creators are creating
Yeah.
content,
Huh.
but majority of them, 90% are just scrolling on the Instagram. They don't create content.
Yeah,
So we tell them, stop scrolling,
yeah.
create more
Start
content,
creating,
right?
yeah.
Start creating.
Because I was talking to one of the very big, like the Meta India head, and I was trying to understand from his lens on what is happening, what kind of content will work. And he gave me an insight which blew my mind. He said, for example, so he said we are so thirsty for content. We are not able to get content. Like he said, for example, you like taekwondo, for example.
Yeah.
Right? Our algorithm has figured it out that this guy likes taekwondo. I will show you 40 reels in a day of taekwondo.
Okay.
But then I'm out because no one is making taekwondo content.
Yes.
And he said that this is just one topic I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There are gazillions amount of topic which no one is building because in those categories there is no one.
Yes.
So because I was saying that AI is here, this is there. Is there any point building content anymore?
Exactly. So
Because that's the
this
question.
was a question many customers asked us, like, why are you not creating generative AI, right? Generative content, where you put some text to get some garbage video, right? It's a
Yeah.
very common thing. We said we don't do that because we still feel creating actual content is where the thing is going forward, and
Yeah.
not generative. Like generative AI, you can add somewhere to make some memes or something like that, but if you look at podcasts, travel logs and all, why would you want to add? It's more a serious conversation, right? You don't want to put memes a lot over there, right? So,
Yeah.
so we want to kind of have generative AI some part of it, but we still want to have actual people create content, like
Yeah.
you come
No, because
down.
that is where you will actually like for example YouTube ka highest watching category still is travel.
Yes.
There are two reasons for it. One I think is because maximum amount of people are never able to travel that much, so they fill their aspirations by watching it.
Yeah.
But the other is that it is good content. They travelog, yeah, people who make travel content, they put insane amount of efforts to take each frame in their
Yeah.
like thing, right? And that's why it works. And that's why, like, I think if I had the liberty to someday I want to cover a lot of political rallies, because I still feel that place is still very empty. There are few creators who are trying to do it. Samdesh is one creator who is trying to build it or do some sort of fun thing. But like I feel that India politics right now also has a lot of empty space, and whatever content you see is very user who was part of the rally that has gone viral. Like I was recently following or understanding the entire Tamil Nadu elections.
Yes, yes.
So all the TVK ka content was
Yes.
either by his team or by someone who was part of the rally who just shot it ki, oh, this guy, look, and it became viral.
Exactly, yes.
That means that if there would have been some sort of creator there who has basic creator knowledge,
Yes.
like basic knowledge as in that, oh, you need to shoot like you need to shoot things, you have to cut them down and put it out, and if you would have done it in a long form structured way,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm pretty sure it would have got picked. Because
Yeah.
the topic is so high na,
Yes.
that people want to know. I want to know. I'm not from Tamil Nadu.
Exactly.
But I'm very interested to know ki how come a guy who was in films has now completely became the third, like he became the winning
Yes.
factor, right? So I feel there is a lot of scope,
Definitely, yes.
and personally I'm a very long form content person. Like I want to see more happening in the long form.
This is pretty much true, right? We have seen even some of the podcasts today. I think Nikhil Kamat's
Yeah.
WTF podcast.
Uh,
Like nowadays they're doing 2-hour podcast and all, right? 2 hour,
Yeah.
3 hour podcast.
yeah.
Normally we would say like 1 hour itself is too long. Like who's going to watch 1 hour podcast? But people are watching 2 hour podcast, like a movie almost, right? So I think there is definitely a lot of demand for a long form content.
There's this channel in up north, the Lallan Top.
Okay.
It's one of the part of India Today group. That channel has podcast with Amir Khan, who had come to promote his film.
Mm-hmm.
The film is of 2.5 hours. That podcast is 5.5 hours,
Oh, okay.
and it has 1 million views. Or
yeah, that's
right.
true.
Like it's very. I've also realized that content also fills a lot of gap for loneliness for people.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, like I feel that.
So we were actually wondering the same thing what we are doing right now. Like two people meet, conversations happen.
Yeah.
How do we capture this, right?
Yeah.
This is something we're still figuring out. Like working with maybe like an Uber or a Rapido,
Yeah.
where people come and start the conversation,
Yeah.
where we just start talking.
Yeah.
The camera is on,
Yeah.
and you build like podcast out of it.
Yeah.
Or think of a scenario like a saloon
Yeah.
where you go and sit for 1 hour. You're getting a haircut, you're getting massage, you're getting shave, whatever it is, right? It takes a long time, 1 hour, 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
Can we have a podcast over there?
Yeah.
Can the saloon host ask you a bunch of questions which AI is going to suggest and
Yeah.
build a podcast studio right there, right? Because
Yeah.
cameras are already there.
Yeah.
Any saloon you get the video recording is anyway going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're thinking of those things like tattoo shop,
Yeah.
right? Tattoo shop is like again a 2 hour thing where the tattoo process happens. Or you go to a retreat place where you're retreating, you're just talking about your own personal life. So thinking of these places where people meet and spend like an hour because
Yeah.
they're doing something else is going on.
Yeah.
Can we use that moment to kind of build a podcast there, right?
Yeah. I have actually paged to a very big saloon chain in the country to do podcasts inside saloon because it's a therapy.
Yeah.
And like it's a very therapeutic thing when people are talking there, their conversation is now very, very golden.
Yeah.
And not all conversation needs to have a very educational output. Like this is also my personal learning that not everything should be watched just because you're getting something out of it.
Yes.
Few contents are watched just from the end lens of being like, I watch a podcast called Teen Tal. It's by Ashtak Radio.
Nice.
3 men talking, but all 3 men are from different parts of UP, so it makes me feel connected that I'm still there,
Yes.
right? And every week they talk about all the news that is happening around in the language and entire dialect, so it makes me connected to it. Now I'm not sure, but how many now that's just very, very in UP also very one region of the people
Yeah.
watching, liking it, right? There can be so many of them where people feel connected to it. I was recently thinking that why do people watch or listen to podcasts?
Right.
To not feel lonely. is what I could figure out. That the podcast market or people listening to podcasts has increased. One is obviously that they get some knowledge out of it, but I still feel that is a very small market. The bigger market is the people who are listening to it while cooking, while driving, while whatever ABCD, and their intent is that, oh, I don't want to feel lonely.
Yeah.
And there are two men who are talking, and it feels very.
Yes.
It's your third person, na? It feels that
Exactly.
you're part of the conversation.
Yes.
So that is very, very necessary. Again, moving forward, because, and it's not just for men, it's for everyone.
Exactly.
For women as well. Like, I would love if there is a podcast where there are three old mothers who are discussing that all the current scenarios about whatever is happening
Right.
from the lens ki why they should be changed or whatever, like their
Exactly.
opinion, but
Right.
just three mothers.
Yes.
And it can be called just three mothers. And like the idea is that all three mothers should be, like, I had once pitched it to my mother
Okay.
to start back in her hometown, because she has a lot of knowledge. She has worked
True,
for
true.
42 years. These people have so much of wisdom which is not passing on, because obviously I am here, she's there, and there are a lot of gaps that happen, right? You are not there when she's giving you the wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah, that I agree.
So
But
even if you go to a park today, right?
yeah,
You will see so many senior citizens
yeah,
who worked at very big companies, who had like a very glamorous careers.
Yeah.
Now they're retired, right? So they are willing to sit there and talk about their experiences
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
Like you can actually have a podcast going on in every park right now,
yeah,
and you can like have like a even live stream. Like one of the guy was trying to actually, I met him. He was saying he's trying to build a like a public podcast channel
Achha.
for local language,
Ah.
where people randomly start their own conversation.
Yeah.
So it's the same idea that we spoke about, right? Like there are a lot of people who want to share their experiences of life,
Yeah.
and the experience of life increases the more older they are, right?
Yeah.
So a person with 60, 70 years has much more experience of life
Yeah.
than somebody in 20s or 30s, right?
Yeah.
But still, yeah, that's I think great point. I think
Yeah,
3
and
minutes.
I've also realized that it is like, see, no one teaches how to live life.
Yeah.
There's no roadmap.
Yes.
There is no one who's telling you this is how you should live your life. Maximum people tell us this is how much you should earn money, you should build some skill sets, this is the kind of lifestyle you should eventually lead to, that you have a car, flat, whatever. But living the life is completely different ball game. And I have realized that maximum of us don't have someone who tells us, and we also don't have a place to absorb that, like
Guidance, mentorship. Right?
mentorship that way. And the thing is that not everyone can give us everything, right? Like you cannot go with one person and be like, this is my mentor, this will tell me everything. So you'll need 10 people who will talk about their 10 experiences, and you will absorb on what you believe in.
Exactly. So
Right.
normally what you believe in, what the person is talking also matches with you. You kind of subscribe to them and like them,
Exactly.
and then you follow them.
Yeah.
So I
That-
think in a way it's like I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Huh. I like how I feel is that all of us are like those wheels that have grooves in them,
Yeah.
right? And we have different shape and sizes of those grooves. When we see content, if the content also has those grooves, if it matches, it fits, it clicks, it goes.
Yes.
And it depends. Like, for example, long form content needs to have very deeper grooves. It will take a lot of time, but once it clicks, then the people are going to stick with you till the time it
Yes.
Like, I've seen long form creators versus short form creators, because that's like, content is something that I study a lot.
Yeah, true. Normally even today YouTube,
Yeah.
the first 1 minute is very, very important, right?
Yeah.
If somebody watches your first 1 minute of your podcast,
Yeah.
there's a very high chance that they are going to finish the whole podcast. So
Yeah.
the most of the tech today
Yeah.
is trying to incorporate this part during the video editing part itself
Yeah.
to like capture the first 1 minute, looking
Yeah.
into the entire podcast video, right?
Yeah.
So that, because now what they do normally is they just hover on your video on YouTube.
Yeah.
They don't click on it.
Yeah.
So they want to see something really interesting happening or not, and the video starts playing if you have seen on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they would be like, okay.
Yeah.
So up to a mark, They're like, okay, this is exciting. I want to watch. So they click.
Yeah.
Now it opens up, and
Yeah.
now they watch the entire video. There's a very high chance of finishing the entire video, right?
Yeah.
So the first 1 minute is a very important challenge
Very
today.
important,
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, and like, have you ever thought on how YouTube works as a like for me, it was one of the biggest innovation of my. For me, growing up back in Lucknow, my only source of learning, as per like I started doing Photoshop, vagera, when I was in standard 9th or 10th.
Mhm.
Mainly because I did not have a DSLR and I wanted to blur the background of the pictures and
Okay.
impress people that I am a good photographer, and that's how I was aware of YouTube from the entertainment lens,
Yes.
but the edutainment part had started, education part started happening after that, and I realized that it's a mind blowing thing in its own self, because there are people who are creating content, and there are people who are consuming content,
Yes.
and that is.
It's always skewed. Normally, it's maybe like 2% or 1% of them who create content.
Yeah.
The 99% just watches it. Like I said, the creator is just one. The fan follow is always much bigger.
Yeah.
So I always say that start creating content because you have a big user base, like
Yeah.
right. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a journey also, na.
Yeah.
It's also like I think like creating content is also therapeutic if you are doing it with if you have figured out, this is what I want to create about, then it becomes like a sport. For me, this is a sport. This is what I enjoy. I drove down 1 hour 10 minutes just to come and meet you and have this conversation just because I enjoy it. So for me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Even for me, I want to understand
Huh.
what is that podcasters do? Like, why do they like doing podcast, and how can we improve their workflow, right? So
Yeah.
so that not just create like 2-3 videos a week, but can you make 200 videos a week? Can we empower you to do that, right? Those are things I kind of try to understand, like how can we make them create more and more content without really worrying about the entire other part of things, right? So
Yeah, so Usme, I think I actually was going through the product as well, and I think it's very clean product right now. So I'm I'm not used it. I'll use it maybe this week and
please use it.
give you my personal feedbacks as well. But from the lens of content creation, I'll tell you something that is very, very, I feel is a major problem right
Yeah.
now. The point is that recording is solved, right? There's a camera, if not a camera, phone. Recording is solved. The only thing comes is that once I have started editing. So for example, I'll give you an example of my wife as well, because she's a movie reviewer. She also she's a way bigger content creator than me any day. She's more consistent, regular, and all of that as well. And I try to manage her content as well. So I see the blockers that we feel. One of the biggest is edit. Now edit also is divided into clips and trimmings, plus putting something sort of B-rolls like movie ke vagera. So for us, B-rolls part becomes very, very tricky. Because फिर you have to, like, how do you get those B-rolls? You have to either download those B-rolls, you have to download her, like for example, she reviews movies. तो ट्रेलर का कुछ पार्ट काट के डालना है, तो फिर सेपरेटली यू हैव टू कट ट्रेलर. फिर ट्रेलर क्योंकि हॉरिजॉन्टल है तो उसको वर्टिकल करना है.
Yes.
फिर वर्टिकल करने के बाद उसको कट करना है. फिर वो कट्स को वहाँ पे डालना है. फिर वो कट्स को वहाँ पे डाल के लाइक वी हैव टू देन डू एडिट, फिर कैप्शन डाल के फिर वो ब्लर करके, एंड both of us are working professionals.
Yes.
This is our side hustle or something we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And there are many people I know who are not able to pick it up because everything is in their hard drive.
Yes.
And once you go and ask them why is it in your hard drive, it is, boss, I don't know how to start.
Yeah.
Like the problem is that the starting is very tough.
Yes.
For every time you do, it doesn't mean that you are 1 year into journey,
Yeah.
then it becomes easy. It's still tough. So for me, if you'll ask, our biggest challenge is fundamentally starting up.
Yes.
And how do we like how can, and it's not even जब आप करने जाते हो ना तो वो उतना टाइम नहीं लेता है,
Mm-hmm.
but in our head it is very big. Yeah, like it feels like ये बहुत सारा cognitive overload है.
Right.
अब ये एक I don't know what is the productized
it's-
version of it. It's just a personal opinion that I
Definitely, yeah, I
feel
think
this.
that's a pretty common thing, right? Even I struggle with the same thing. Like even my wife's create content and all,
हाँ.
but yeah, mostly short form, not long form.
Yeah, same.
But when you try to do long form content, there's a lot of challenges.
Yeah,
Like anything more than 3 minutes,
yeah,
it doesn't fit into a shorts or a reels.
yeah,
Becomes a harder content, like.
yeah.
And nowadays the standard format is you create long form for YouTube,
हाँ.
then create short form reels
Yeah.
for advertising your podcast,
Yeah,
and which you do it on Instagram or YouTube Shorts,
yeah,
or TikTok or any of those platforms, right? So
yeah,
so it's like one platform for long form and then another platform for short form,
yeah.
like all those things, right? So yeah, creating that part again is pretty much a headache. Like how do you put the thumbnail part, right? It's very important when you put when I put a podcast.
Yeah,
The starting thumbnail has to be something really exciting.
yeah,
So people are like, "Arey, is this really something like really something happened, right?" You know.
yeah.
So that kind of pulls attention from people.
Hmm.
So like how do you do that? So yeah, it's all can be automated is what I feel. A lot of it.
Hmm.
And yeah, aspect ratios change. Long form has 16:9, then this is like 9:16 for all these IG formats and all that. So yeah, it's all there. Yeah, it's very challenging on those handling all those part. But yeah, everybody has the same issue. Like how do I start, right? So
Hmm.
that's a pretty typical problem everybody has.
Yeah. No, like as in, so I've realized that there are different cohorts, right? I am also friends or like I know a lot of content creators because I've worked with a lot of them. So for few people, they have built a very good, let's say SOP
Mhm.
on this is how I will shoot it, this is what will happen, this is what will move, and this is how I will keep moving. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Particularly, there are two things common there. One is they have taken it as a full time.
Mhm.
So because you have taken it as a full time, your obsession with the system and structure has made you
Right.
this. That is one very fundamental thing. Second is that they have also realized that if I have to scale, there needs to be a structure because I need to know where am I going wrong.
Mhm.
So if my research is wrong in podcasters specifically, a lot of podcasters earlier were going on the podcast, whatever little research. Now they have started investing a lot on research because they have realized that if I am not going to ask sharp questions to that person, then I am not going to get the answer. Plus my audience, if I have to build a smart audience, then I need to have smart questions.
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
Prakhar was one of the first one who has changed the entire I think pravachan, Prakhar ke pravachan tha.
Mhm.
He actually started investing in the concept of building smart audience because उससे पहले तक ना audience लाना after a point of time became easy or seemingly easy because you have become big. It's a snowball effect. People start following you because everyone is following you and all of that. But Prakhar categorically started working on asking the questions which kind of are deeper, smarter,
Mhm.
sharper. So
Yeah.
they are able to do that. For someone like me, I have like personally picked a category where I play only.
Mhm.
I live in the startup ecosystem. I love the ecosystem, and I every day do this only. Like not the podcast, but I read, I talk, I do everything around startups, and I am someone who love talking about startup a lot, right? So I then picked this up because I was like, yeah, it will not require me to do that much amount of mehnat
Yes.
of doing so much research. I will always have 10 such questions that will be sharper, deeper, will make the person who is coming or talking to me think ki, okay, this is something I'm doing, right? So I have gone in that direction because I want to build content. And intent is people need to learn, and unfortunately I'm not a very big fan of how the academia is working right now. At least for the people who need to build, right? Like I have personally found builders who have gone to the, I can't tell you, colleges भी नहीं गए होंगे, कॉलेज भी बहुत दूर की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. I will tell you someone I met very recently, 21-year-old kid, dropped out. He's a two-person, there are three people team actually, him and two other people. He was waiting to turn 18 so that he can apply for the brokerage license. Guy had went to one of the VC office to pitch, and he started sending updates every day to that VC company, and they said, you cannot do this, you don't need to send updates, we are not interested. He's like, okay, and then the next day he used to send updates, kept doing it for a year. Then one day he went to that VC office ka building and went to the guard, gave him $500 and said कि मेरा जॉब लग गया है यहाँ पे, कल से आऊँगा मैं और ये आज आपके लिए. And the guard is also like wow wow. And then उसके next day उसने इसको सलाम ठोका गार्ड ने, फिर ये जाके उस ऑफिस में बैठ गया. And then these guys are like, what is wrong with you? We said we don't want to talk to you. Currently you are. He's like, अब यहाँ तक आ गए हो तो मेरा pitch भी ले लो. And he gave the pitch and he's raised some money as well. And in fact उसको pitch जब देना था तो उसको ये पता चला कि this guy जिसको मुझे pitch देना है, he smokes at some टपरी. तो इसने अपनी deck print करा के उसको दे दी और वो बंदे ने उसको बोला कि जब वो आएगा तो उसको ये deck दे देना. और उसने उसको वो deck दी. And this guy like is from very tier 3 college भी नहीं शहर, उसको पता ही नहीं है कि ये सब चीजें नहीं होती हैं. राइट, लाइक ये नहीं करना होता है, उसको नहीं पता है. उसको लगता है हाँ ठीक है ये मुझे करना है, आई विल गो एंड डू इट. एंड दैट्स द थिंग अ बिल्डर शुड हैव, राइट? देयर शुड नॉट बी दिस assumption कि oh I will wait for them to reply, I will do
exactly it. Even like with me, even though I'm building a video editor, I have never used a video editor myself. And I think it's very very important, right? If you are seeing people founders today talk about like we started this business without knowing anything in that business, right? So that's I think a very important thing, because if you've already been in the business, you already know how things work, so you come with the same mentality. You try to improve small things here and there, thinking it's going to be like a value add. Now if you've never done video editing, and you want to learn, so you start building the way you think video editor must be, right? Like in my opinion, it's just like you just talk to it. You say, remove the silences here, just removes it, or you just say I want this, so you just talk to it or just type it, and it just does the whole editing for you. I think that's the way I kind of envision a video editor to be going forward. But not a traditional way what the Adobe says. You have a browser, like you need a big keyboard. They have their own customized keyboards. They have their own customized mouse. Then there are many more devices to rotate things and all. I've seen all those things. I'm like, oh no, this is all like so outdated, right? So eventually AI is going to kind of make all these things obsolete. You don't need all those crazy
I to feel 9 of the 10 things have become so good in phone or like in recording devices itself. Like until unless you have to go to the level of like, look, that's the thing, right? One is content, the other is film, right? Like if you are making a very high budget film, then you might require to get into the detail of every point, right? But if you will think of it from the lens of consumption level of the country or globally, the number of people who are watching films daily versus the number of people who are watching content right, daily, there will be a, if I'm not wrong, 100x difference between both of them. Like films का watch और duration आप निकाल लो, फिर उसके बाद आप content का निकाल लो जो phone पे watch होता है. तो there is hell hell lot of difference happening. But what is your opinion on how the new AI videos have started? Now I have started seeing people have AI channels. People have a lot of AI videos. Few people are actually putting efforts in making good storytelling through AI as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So how do you think this will pan out? While there are people who are making, people like me who still believe, oh, there will be some real authentic content out there. How will the AI content pan out?
Yeah, it's doing pretty good right now, right? So people are using AI content for various things.
A lot of
Trying to clone them. I think they're creating an avatar. Like I've seen this case where you would use like an avatar of yourself
yeah,
and
that
then
is-
start teaching courses to students
yeah,
or create some content based on that,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Sometimes I even see people who are like dead so many years back.
mm.
They create an avatar of them and then they come and perform something, right?
Yeah,
You can-
history may I have seen a
History
lot.
and all those things, right? So
Yeah,
I think making
Mythology
historic
and history,
movies,
yeah, historic mein, yeah.
historic movies, yeah, all these stories and all. Like I listen about stories of kings of India, which
Yeah.
we were not taught in our history books.
Yeah.
So for those things, I've seen like AI doing really good job. Even I think in Hotstar recently, I watched I think Ramayana or Mahabharata, I don't remember.
Yeah,
They had this made fully in AI.
yeah.
But yeah, there were inconsistencies, right? So I saw the characters being like mod color
But that's
system.
because also you are into so much of detail. Na? Matlab, I also
Yeah.
look at content from the lens ki, yaar, if it's made for the mass, then is the mass even investing so much time in
Yeah.
thinking if there is inconsistency?
Like some people who are like very much into drama and they come from that background, they look for the person, their acting style, their expressions, like how they are doing it, right? Like how much involved they are.
Yeah.
Something you cannot see in the eyes of an AI character. It's just if you look at
But
the
like-
AI character's face, you don't get that feeling that.
But like I'll put one question, right?
Yeah.
I'm already seeing a lot of reels and videos where Shah Rukh Khan is coming to someone and talking, and I'm not saying they are 10 on 10, but they are reaching. Like I've seen the 3 on 10 version, I've seen a 5 on 10 version. I'm already seeing a 7 on 10 happening,
Mhm.
and I'm seeing this in a gap of 1 year. Like 1 year ago it was 3 on 10, then in 6 months ago 5 on 10. Now I'm seeing 7 on 10. What my question is, this because AI, yeah, tech is already moving at a light speed now, and there's no stoppage. Are we saying that in next 1 year, 2 year, or 3, let's say 3 year also, we will be able to make a movie out of Amitabh Bachchan by sitting on a laptop?
Yeah, I think it's possible, right? I recently just saw an app
Huh?
where you could basically take an old movie,
Huh?
look for a character,
Huh?
and then just put a photo of you and
Huh.
say replace this person with this in all places.
Huh?
And it takes you around 40 minutes and the entire movie is changed. Like you can replace Amitabh Bachchan in a very old movie with your face, and it's a movie is done. Everybody else is the same.
So you become the hero now.
You become the hero now. Yeah.
So
And
I'm
now-
saying the new Netflix
Yeah.
would be that platform says that hey, we have content where you can watch it with yourself in the
Yeah, with yourself and your friends.
or your friends. and
Yeah,
all of that.
the villain may be your friend. You want to make your friend the villain, and then you would cast your own parents, family members into the movie.
Yeah.
Now it's your own family movie. You're watching the different story,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So definitely possible. People are working on these kind of things, projects in the Hollywood, and we have seen so many investments happening in these kind of
Category.
movie making category, where you try to fit in your face. Even cartoons, right? I saw like South Park cartoon where you can put your own script and then it creates a South Park cartoon.
Oh yeah. In fact I was playing the South Park game yesterday. My brother was playing. I was just part of it. So in that it has become so interactive now. Like I earlier used to play games. I have stopped playing games, and he recently came, so he was playing game, and like you put your name, then he'll call you from your name,
Mhm.
and then he'll ask you, hey, do you want this or do you want that? But like the games, the entire gaming industry has also become so interactive. It's very interesting to see how it will eventually pan out. Like I feel that it will only make the market bigger. Like I always feel that entertainment as a category
Yeah.
is still very small.
Yeah. The other thing is the micro dramas, right? You might have
Yeah.
seen apps like Bullet.
Yeah.
So I was speaking to a person from Bullet team, and he was saying how fast they're growing. and they were saying, can we like use a kind of a studio to create micro dramas, because these dramas are just 1 minute, one episode.
Yeah.
So there's also a category.
Yeah.
Again, there's also two categories. One is like actual human category, UGC content, and
Yeah.
other one is like AI content again.
Yeah.
So both are kind of growing it,
Yeah.
and we have seen all this Kuku FM, Pocket FM making a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
so have gone.
AI content, right? So
Kuku to has gone very hard on AI now, like in ads also and everywhere. Like everywhere I see AI only. And because I'm in the industry, तो मैं देख भी लेता हूँ. But I also understand कि जो इनका actual user है ना, उसको कोई like eventually I've realized that actual user doesn't care. जब तक उसको कुछ बढ़िया दिख रहा है ना,
Yeah.
जो वो देखना चाहता है, वो कुछ भी हो सकता है. वो AI से बना है, वो इंसान ने बनाया है. मोस्ट ऑफ पीपल डोंट केयर बिकॉज यार वो तो अपना आउटपुट देखना है ना यार, वो थोड़ी ना ये देखना है कि इसको बनाया कैसे है. दे no one wants to know the like there are very less people. Like I was someone who was very interested in movie making. I earlier wanted, like I got inspired by Rak Kashyap कि नहीं मैं भी movies बनाऊंगा ये वो. तो I had like entire school life, like the higher 9, 10, 11, 12, I used to watch behind the scenes of every movie and used to enjoy watching more than watching movies,
Okay.
because I was very interested in how it's done. And that's why I eventually landed in this industry, because for me, I am a creative person, but I also like money. Unfortunately, movies में ना पैसा नहीं है. So anyway, so I realized that I want to watch the behind the scene part of it. But whenever I used to see the views now, like it was for me mind blowing that I was the 60th viewer of Gangs of Wasseypur's behind the scene.
Nice.
And I felt कि सिर्फ पूरे देश में जो मूवी इतनी बड़ी थी, और like it was a huge movie.
Yeah, true.
उसको सिर्फ like कोई देखे, like अब उसके बढ़ गए होंगे. Obviously it's been a decade or more than that.
True.
But I was just thinking there are only this many people who are interested to know how it was made.
Yeah.
And I realized that people actually don't care. They would just want the movie and move on. Everyone has their own life, and no one cares whether it's AI or whatever. Like, though I've also realized that people would then, like people like me, who are making content from the lens of being authentic, who are like, yeah, I want to know this person. We would go deeper in authenticity.
Yeah.
Instead of going in the obviously AI direction में तो कैसे ही जाओगे, because how would I produce your avatar without having you on the show? Maybe there would be a day to
Not required, right? You could just need a photo or something from a person, and you can create an avatar of
but the thoughts कैसे ना. I am just thinking, like I have given that thought कि क्या ऐसा हो सकता है कि बस ऐसे गाड़ी चलती रहे, मैं बात करता रहूँ, हम बात करते रहो और अमेजिंग कंटेंट आता रहे. बट उसमें प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मुझे एक फेस, हर बार फेस अलग चाहिए, वो बंदे की कहानी अलग होनी चाहिए. It's a different DNA.
So somebody tried this actually. So they tried a AI podcast channel
Yeah.
where the AI is going to call you on a Zoom, and the person comes, right? So and then his AI is going to ask a bunch of questions to them,
हाँ.
and then it makes a podcast out of it.
हाँ.
उतना चला नहीं, because there was no. It's almost like you're talking to a robot, right? The same feeling.
Yeah.
AI host. Yeah.
It's also क्योंकि वही बोल रहा हूँ ना मैं कि and the reason जैसे मैंने कार इसलिए पिक किया था, because when you are let's say टेबल के अक्रॉस भी होते हो ना, इंटीमेसी ड्रॉप हो जाती है, ऑथेंटिसिटी बहुत दूर चली जाती है. दिख जाता है यूजर को, दिख जाता है कि ये स्क्रिप्टेड है, ये स्क्रिप्ट लेकर आया है, वो सवाल देकर जवाब देगा. तो वो पूरा गेम, तो द ओनली थिंग इज कि हाउ डू आई, लाइक माई ओनली इंटेंट वॉज कि I wanted to make it a little more casual, easy for the person to talk. Hence, I have not put any mic on you or me either. Because जैसे ही आप mic डालते हो, person becomes a little कि oh, I have to be conscious.
Yeah.
So I have to. It has to feel like a conversation happening. There's a camera somewhere. But yeah. So tell me more about your US part. How was US?
I mean, it's good.
There were less people who come back, by the way.
Yeah, that is also true.
है ना?
Yeah, because I always say it's going to US is easy, coming back is hard. And I always give the example of Abhimanyu and all that. But anyway, it's like once you hook onto something, right? It's just like drugs, right? So you get onto a drugs, you can't come out of it because you kind of enjoy that.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing I say with the US.
Yeah.
But many people come back. Like I have many
You will be
friends.
feeling so much better.
Yeah.
No, now you'll be calling everyone a loser because you came back, you saw it way early.
No, even if they don't come back, they'll be kicked out very soon. Right? You have seen the US
that's
politics
great.
nowadays
Yeah, yeah.
and all.
Yeah,
So it's like outright racism towards Indians.
I don't have a passport. That
That's even
sounds
better.
strong. I have.
So 97% of people in India are not traveled outside India is a new stats I just read.
Yeah.
So only 3% have traveled outside India.
Yeah. No, it's me being lazy also. Also, I have a very, like, I feel that अरे यार अभी तो इंडिया ही नहीं घूमा ढंग से. Like there's a lot of depth in the country. That's why I drive by road.
Yeah, even Modi ji has said not to travel to foreign countries.
हाँ, तो now तो I am not traveling because
Yeah.
my wife was like, we'll go this year. I was like, अब तो मोदी जी ने कहा.
Yes.
Say
No gold as well.
No gold as well. That तो चलो in my generation has become a little softer only. No one buys gold anymore.
Yeah.
Like that is also a problem. Like I don't know if it's a problem or not, but it's easy on me. But yeah, so like, but what were the things that you feel यार ये ना, जैसे for me ना, I'm very jealous with how US does the advertising, packaging and marketing. Like anything, like for example, they are a first world country की भी जो marketing उन्होंने करी है ना, वो crazy है हमारी दुनिया पे. Like for the longest time in my brain or in anyone any child brain, it was always कि यार अगर इंडिया पे अटैक होगा ना तो हमें यूएस ही बचाएगा, क्योंकि हमने सारी सुपर हीरो मूवीज वही देखी हैं.
Yeah.
हमें बचा यूएस ही रहा होता है.
Yeah, Shaktiman also, right?
हाँ, बट लाइक शक्तिमान यूएस में नहीं है ना, हमारी
Yeah.
तो आधी दुनिया ही यूएस थी ना.
Yes,
लाइक इफ यू
that's
थिंक ऑफ इट, हमारा लाइक आई वाज रिसेंटली टॉकिंग टू अ पर्सन एंड आई सेड कि यार तुमको ना अपने ब्रेन को अभी थोड़ा डीकोलोनाइज करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज व्हाट हैज हैपेंड आई हैव रियलाइज्ड इज वी हैव ग्रोन अप and we've taken a lot of pop culture from there, which is okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind the pop culture, but what comes with the pop culture is what we never think of it. It's that soft culture of colonization that heads in here.
No, there is a new trend called bhajan clubbing.
Yeah.
Heard of that? Bhajan clubbing,
Yeah.
where you meet at a point and do bhajans and all. It's
Yeah.
happening in the US. Before we used to have this various like beer yoga, goat yoga, all kinds of things. Now they're doing classical yoga, right?
Yeah.
So we have today all this Isha Foundations courses being taught there, and people are doing actual yoga. Like otherwise you would just do something like
Yeah.
I went to a yoga course in the US,
Yeah.
which was so funny. I thought this is what yoga is all about. Then I just stopped doing it.
I to get
But when I came back to India and I went to an actual yoga course
Yeah.
by Isha, I actually realized that okay, this is the real yoga. This is the
Exactly.
classical hatha yoga.
Nee, I to get
So-
very annoyed when I was in Goa last month. There's someone who was selling me like some person from I don't know which part of the world, but that person was selling me agarbatti and telling me these are insist things, these are these many dollars and ये and वो, and I'm like यार तुम मुझे मेरा कैसे बेच सकते हो यार. मतलब I have realized that we need to also decolonize in the terms of कि यार कोई गोरा बेच रहा है तो अच्छा नहीं है. Like
Yeah.
it's okay. But anyway, what was the US like? What were the good things like? I've never been to US. I genuinely want to go once, maybe to the Bay Area, to all of these things, because I keep seeing कि अरे यहाँ पे भी कुछ cool हो रहा है.
Yeah, I think if you should definitely go to Los Angeles, Hollywood. This is where all the media companies are there, all the movie making companies are there, and should definitely get a lot of contacts there if you are like you will see a lot of great creators out there, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody you see like 1 million views,
Yeah.
10 million views or whatever it is.
That is something that I really am jealous and I want to learn. Yeah, the energy they have,
Yeah,
it's insane. And to be honest, the ideas they come up with is also insane.
the spending they do, right?
Huh?
A setup for even for a small reel,
Yeah.
you would see the amount of money they spend on a small
हाँ,
reel.
मतलब I'm saying कि यार spending is secondary. To think कि ये spend करना है
Yeah.
is primary. Like I'm
Exactly.
saying कि यार ठीक है, I understand. Like I don't consider ideas should have capital as a barrier. Good ideas should be a good idea.
Yeah.
Capital is a function of it. Required,
True.
not required. So like I feel that they use the capital really well. ऐसा नहीं है. We have so many shitty reality shows going left, right, and center on our any of the You open Hotstar, you are like, यार ये कुछ देखने के लिए नहीं बचा है. Like the other problem I have is that like we don't have good content going out, and that's why we end up watching content from different parts.